Hello, welcome back. So this is day 10. We are really progressing. We are really progressing. So today we'll be building our AI chat UI. So from the front end, we can now chat with AI, get their replies instantly. All right. So remember that this program is brought to you by the Global Genius. The Global Genius is my online platform where I teach you extensively web development. Okay. All these things, all this code that you see me right here, I actually have a full stack web development course that takes you from HTML, CSS, JavaScript to all these things that you're seeing, Tailwind CSS, Node.js, Express, everything that you're saying here, it is all in that course. So if you take that course, you can build from beginners level to this expert level that we are right now. All right. So imagine building your own ChatGPT-style AI financial assistant inside our fintech app. So that's what we are going to be doing today. Just like the way you go to ChatGPT, you will type something, and while you type something, you wait for ChatGPT to give you a reply. That's exactly what we are building into our fintech app today. So in today's video, we are going to build a beautiful chat interface. Not that beautiful because this tutorial is not basically about front end. All right. I'm not here to beautify, make the interface look so good. I'm just here to make it work. It's the functionality that I am most concerned about. So, but we'll try our best to make it look good. So, we are not going to be doing makeover. We'll just do small makeup, not makeover. All right. So we'll be using Next.js, TailwindCSS, and of course, this is our front end. Now we'll also be connecting the chat interface to the back end so that when we tell chat our AI to ask AI question, it to answer us. Just like we did in the day now, we actually use Postman to test it, but this time around we'll be using the front end. So by the end of this video, users will be able to chat with your AI assistant just like ChatGPT. Okay, so welcome back to day 10. If you have not started, if this is your first time of getting in here, please go to the description. You will see the playlist. All right. Go to day one and start from day one. All right. Start from day one. So this is where we are building our real production level AI banking system. And I have been thinking of after the 30 days, all right, we are going to refactor the whole project. We'll make it look like the interface of OPay or Money Point, and would also make it we'll use Paystack. We would also integrate Paystack so that users can actually use Paystack to fund their wallet, and from their wallet they can also use Paystack to transfer money to the users of our system. Okay, so it's not going to be real like a banking application, all right, because we don't have access to those banking application APIs. But anybody that can build this can also build the same banking application. So we have built authentication, wallet, and transaction. We have created our chatbot backend, and then we also store our messages in our MongoDB. So today, let's bring everything to life on the front end. So the first thing we do is to go to our dashboard. We'll create a folder called chat and then a page.tsx. So I will go to my dashboard. I'll do this. So now nothing concern my front end, my back end. So now I will come to my app, my dashboard. I will create another folder in the dashboard. I'll call it chat. Okay. And then inside the chat, I will create a page.tss. Now, I am just going to copy this whole code because it's long. I will link my GitHub repo. Okay. Before we even do anything, first of all, let's do git. I hope that your day 9, you also pushed it to GitHub. I forgot to do that at the end of the video. So say git switch -c day 10. All right, day 10. Now we are in day 10. Okay, so everything I'm doing now will make sense. Now in this page.tss, I already have this code somewhere. Let me just go and copy it. So I have this is backend. Okay, so this is the page. Okay, but there are a couple of things. I will just copy it, then I can commence a couple of things out. So I'll bring it here. So like I said, this code is available on my GitHub repo. So I will take time to explain this code this time around. I will take time to explain it. Okay, so you see this markdown. All right, we need to import it, we need to install it. So we are going to be using this markdown to actually format our messages that ChatGPT will be sending to us. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to comment it out. When we get there, I will comment it out. Then I will come down here where I'm using it. I would also comment it out. So the content, I will take this one out. Okay, so let me just copy this. I will take this guy out. I'll copy it. Then I will just comment this one. Okay. So when we get there, when we get to formatting, I would make us know about it. So now this is the page. I will comment as much as I can comment so that we will have um, the fetch history is something I'm also going to. Okay, so for now, I will comment the fetch history. A lot of code will break here, but I'm going to fix it. Uh, okay, I don't think there is no error. There is no error. Okay, so send message is cool. The loading, I would also comment this out. I just want us to have the bare minimum code so that I can take time to explain whatever I'm doing. Even this too, I'll comment it out. What else? What else? Okay, I think this is just the bare minimum. Okay, so now let us first of all, I will have to start our backend server and I'll also start our front end server. So I'm going to use this. I'll say cd front end so that cd front end and then npm run dev. So I've gone to the front end folder, so I'll have to start the server. Then I'll go to another terminal. I would also do cd backend so that I can start the backend. Okay, so I have the backend now. I'm on the backend, so I will also do npm run dev. Okay. I will do npm run dev and the server is starting. The server has started now. So if I go back to the front end, it has started import. Okay, so the thing is oh my God, oh my God. Okay, it's not bad. No, 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 no. I already have something running on my 3000. It's I don't know. I didn't Okay, so it will make me to make some change. If you go back to our back end now, yeah, I want to show you something. If you go back to our backend, if you go to our source app.ts, you will see that we are using this course, all right? And we said that the origin is 3000. So it will only accept our front end from the localhost of 3000. But now that our front end is running on 3001, we have to also change it. Or we can just add it. So I can just go ahead and add it. So uh, could it be an array? Yes, I think so. It could be an array. Let's see. Okay, so it could be an array. Then instead of, I can just add 3100 here instead of just, so I will say 3100, 3001. Okay, so it would consider 3000 and 3001. So now we are running on 3001. It's okay. So I would, let me see the backend if it is okay. Okay, so I will restart it. I will restart it. All right, so we are good. Okay, so if I go now to the front end, if I go to the front end and then I go to localhost Okay, yeah, see, look at what is taking my localhost 3000. I have something running here. So that is why. So I will go with localhost 3001 and it should open for us. Okay, so don't worry, we are still going to work on our home page. But for now, we'll go to dashboard. If we are still logged in, if we go to dashboard, I hope that we are still logged in. Okay. We are still logged in. And then, okay, we are logged out. So I'll say person, I don't know if the person TT. I am using a lot of database here. I'm just playing around with my database. So I hope 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you can see that our login, we don't have any loading state or even giving any error message or anything like that, okay? But don't worry, we'll work on that later. Um, we'll work on that. So if I click on login now, I hope everything goes well. It should give, we are supposed to have some loading state here. Okay, so it said invalid credentials. So it's like our, okay, let me change from person. Okay. So, okay, we are logged in now. Okay, I used the wrong details. So we are logged in now. So let's go to chat. Chat. Okay. Make sure that you have, look at what I have here. Make sure, make sure that you have it like this instead of your dashboard like this, you have this chat folder, and instead of the chat folder, you have page.ts. This is in Next.js, and this is the reason why you have to take the mentorship program. In that mentorship program, I will teach you JavaScript, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, React, Next.js, GitHub, Socket.io, Node.js, Express.js, Prisma, MongoDB, and OpenAI. All right. Okay, so now this is our chat application. All right, you can change the interface, but this is what I have here. All right, so even if I make it like this, so this is what I have here. So if I type in, how can I save money? All right, and then click on send. Look at what will happen if I click on send. Look at it. It says, how can I save money? So it's expecting reply from, okay, you can see we got the reply now. All right. Now you can see it is perfect. It is working. So now let me go back to the code and show you something. So we have chatted our AI and it has given us reply. So if I go back to the code, so now this is what is happening. In the front end, this is what is happening. All right. So this button, this is the input, the form that is sending. When we say send, this is the form. And on the click of this button, we are calling this send message function. Now, guys, this is how Rail application is built. There is no magic. Yeah, it might look like this is too much. It's okay. All right. That crash course is what you need. After taking that crash course, you're going to understand better. And after building these 4 applications, you're going to have more confidence. So if I go to send message, if I right click on this send message, all right, if I right click on it, it brings me here. So this is the function. Now, first thing we are doing is that we are trimming our message, the message that the user, our user is giving, we are trimming it. So removing any left or right spaces. We are trimming it and we are saying if it is empty, we are returning it. We are returning. So we don't want to send anything. We don't want empty message to be sent to the AI. And once it is done, we are creating a user message object. We are creating a user message object. And we have role as user and we have content as message. All right. Okay. So now I just hope you understand this code. So Then we are um, so then we have some use state here. In this use state, you will learn use state in React. I'm going to explain use state in React. I cannot start explaining everything here. And if I don't, there's a way I teach. And moreover, this is not like a teaching class. Okay. So if I'm to explain this code now, it's just going to take us too long. And now here we are actually updating our state. That's what we are doing here. And then we are also updating the message state here. And then we are saying loading is true. All right. We are using that loading to be true. And then we are now calling the back end. This API, AI/chat, that's what we have here. So this request now will come to the back end. It will come to AI. So if I go to routes, AI routes, so if I go to AI route chat, okay, first of all, it will come here. First of all, it will come to this app.ts, and app.ts, the route, where is our page.ts again? So you can see that I am calling, this is the route I am calling. And remember, we had this API. In this API, we actually, you see, I am going too far now. We said that the base URL is HTTP for 5004/API. So once we are here, where did we get from here now? So now we are going to say AI API/AI/chat. So if we come here, this thing will come here. So it will come to this place. And once it comes to API/AI, it will be handled by this AI router. Once it comes here, the AI router we are talking about is the chat. That's the route we are talking about. So it will come to the chat, it will go to the middleware. If it passes the middleware, it will now go to the chat with AI. It will come here. So this is what will handle our request. Now, remember here we are giving it the message data. So where is that controller again? So it will come in here, destructure the message that we send from the front end, get the user ID from the request object, and then we are creating a chat, and we are storing the chat that the user sent. After doing that, uh, we are now asking AI to do something for us. Okay, so we are telling AI that AI is a financial assistant. All right, don't worry, we'll talk about OpenAI, and that's where I can explain this. So AI would take the message of the user here and then generate something for us. Once it does that, we are going to get it as a reply here. And the reply would also save it in the message. All right. So if I go on now to open the Prisma Studio, you're going to see that this message that I sent is saved and the AI own is also saved. Then after that, we are sending back the reply. So now once we send back the reply, it will now come back here. Once it comes back here, the reply is what we are getting. Do you understand? This is the res.data.reply. That's what we are getting. So we are storing it in this AI message object, and then we are updating our state. There's just a whole lot. I cannot just come to explain everything here, but so far so good. Just go and make sure that I would have the link I will have my GitHub link. Okay, especially this day 10, I will have it in the description. Okay, so that is it. We have been able to talk to AI and got reply from AI. All right. So now I have explained the React state, okay, the create message input. Now we can build our AI to make more sense. So we have the message container, we have the input field. So let me show you the message container. So the message container is what container is that is, you see, this is the message container. This one is the blue one is for the user and the white one is for AI. So if I go to the message container, let me show you the message container. Now this is the message container. Where is it again? Oh, no, this is the message container. This is the message container. All right. Inside of it, we are looping through the charts that we are getting. So inside of it, we are we are styling it based on the message role. If you remember, when we save a message in our database, we have a role. The role can either be user or assistant. So we are saying if the role is user, we are giving it background of blue. That's why you have that background to be blue. Else the background will be white. That is why you have that is why we have this line of code is the reason we have the user to be blue and the AI to be white. Okay. I just wish I can explain all these things. So now we're also checking if we are adding this AI. It's like we are adding this AI stuff. This we are adding this if the role is assistant, and then that is why you're seeing extra. You're seeing this AI stuff here. Do you understand? So if I expand it, you'll see that it will be bigger. Like I said, I am not about design here. All right. So you can see we have this AI test. We don't have it here. We have it here. And it is this line of code that is doing that. If the role is assistant, we are adding this and div. All right. Then there are a couple of things we're also doing here. So then we're adding the message. So I don't know. I can't explain all this code here. All right. This is React and then Tailwind CSS combined here. That is the reason why you need the crash course. That's why you need the mentorship so that you can understand what I'm doing here. Okay. So we also have the send button. We also have the Tailwind styling. So now we are mapping through the chat messages. So if you take a look at here, I don't know if I should continue explaining this. So if you take a look at this chart, all right, this chart is what we are getting here. We have a loading state here. We have the chart here. So we are loading the chart. And I have a type here. I don't know if this is TypeScript. This is what I'm explaining right now. This line of code is TypeScript. But don't worry, it's going to make more sense when we start the crash course or when you take the crash course. All right. So we are mapping through the charts that we have, and this is array. We are mapping through it, and we are creating for each of them. We are creating this. Okay, so now we send message to the back end. I think I've already explained all these things that I even have here. All right, so request flow, request response flow. So this is all we are doing. So um as soon as we get the message from AI, we are also displaying. When backend returns AI response, we append it to the chat message. That's what we are doing here. Let me show you what we did here. So immediately, I've shown you this already. Immediately we get the message. This is the response from backend. Immediately we get it. We are appending. We are creating this object, message object, and the role is assistant. The content is this, and then we are appending it. Look at it. We are appending. This is array. This thing we are doing here is array, and this here is React. So there's just don't worry. As soon as you go through the crash course, you understand better. Okay. So we are adding it to the charts. So another thing we could do is we could load previous chat history. Let me show you how we are going to do that. So I have a code here that I have this code here. Let me uncomment it. So as soon as our page load, we are calling this fetch history function, all right? And we are setting loading charts to be false. And then we are calling this fetch. So this fetch history is just going to go to our back end and go to the chart history and fetch the data for us. And once we get it, we are appending it or we are updating the charts. Okay. So once we do that, let me also do something. I would also uncomment this. So I said, if the chart is loading, I want to show this loading test. Okay. What else did I uncomment here? Okay, that is it. So let's go back to this thing. Now, if I refresh, all right, you will see loading. You will see it's loading. It's loading from the back end. And what happened? Okay, is there something else I didn't uncomment? Loading, and it should append. Okay, so let's go back. I think there's something I didn't uncomment. Um, So once, okay, let me collapse this. Once we fetch the data, once we fetch the data, okay, yes. Okay, please. Now, okay, let me show you the error message. Let me show you. Now, this is how you debug. You need to start learning how to debug. If I go to my console now, I can see my code is not working as I expected, but let's go and see the error. Now, if I go to, look at what I'm saying. I'm saying once I fetch the data, I am taking this. But if I just go on and say console, let me console.log my response. Let me response dot data. All right. I am trying to access charts. But if I console.log this thing, now you're going to see that this chart is not available in the data object. So let's go. Let's go and run it again. Okay, so I think we are here already. So if I refresh again, you're going to see what will happen. Now, it's loading and it has loaded, and look at what we have here. All right. So if I open this thing, I don't have any object like chat. That is why it's not working. So I have to go back. Please follow me. Let's go back to our back end. The chat history. All right. We should go and make some changes in the code. So I'll go back to back end. I'll go back to backend. I'll go back to controllers. I'll go to AI controller. I will go to chat with AI. No. I'll go to get chat history because that's what, when we go to, this is what, okay, let me show you. When we go to AI routes, if we call chat history, it is calling get chat history. So that is why I am here. So now if you check, what we are sending is chat like this. So what we should do is that we should put it in an object like this. All right, this is what we should do. So just go on and make these changes in your AI controller, get chat history. Our server has stopped, so let me run it again. So if I now go back to my front end, all right, let's go back and let me refresh. Look at what it gave us before, but right now it's going to add chat. If I come back now and load, you will see it is going to give us um, what happened? Okay, you can see you can see now it gave us the chat history. So you can see now we now have chats. You can see we now have charts. So that is the error I made, the problem I had. So now it has given us, this is the last chart I had with it. I said, how can I save money? This is the previous chart I had. So now we can fetch previous charts. So if I now go on and say, help me with spending tips. And then if I hit enter, it says help me with pending tips, and it's expecting something. It's expecting from the data. It's expecting from backend, and it's taking some time. It will come. It has come. All right. So you can see it says sure. Here are some particular spending tips. Blah blah blah. All right. Now this is good. So now you can see everything is working fine. Make sure if your own is not working fine, please drop in the comment section, and I will help you out. So I'll go back to page.ts. Don't worry, you're going to have the full code. I'll take this one out. But once you come here and start testing it, make sure you go back to your AI.controller and then the get history, chat history, work on, just change that thing I changed there. So now this is what we have here. Okay. Now, so since our backend stores messages on MongoDB, let's load them when users open chat. So the first time user open chat, we load the history. So we are using the use effect, fetch history API, and then populate chat state. So the next thing, let us add a loading indicator. All right. User should know when AI is typing. So let us add a loading indicator when AI is typing. Now, if I go on now, if we type anything, we'll be waiting for AI and we will not know. So let us go and add some loading indicator. So I will let's go back to my page. Okay, so let me just collapse all this so that I'll have some space. So here, this is what I have here. I said when loading, all right. When loading, I want to say AI is typing. So as soon as I send message, As soon as I click on send message, I have this state that is say loading is true. And as soon as I am done, the finally block, I will set it to false. So when it is loading, we are going to see this AI is typing. It's not fantastic. The UI is not amazing. Like I said, it's not about UI here. So if I go back to the, so if I come back here now and say, um, teach me how to make money. Teach me how to make money. So as soon as I hit send, you will see that AI is typing. As soon as I hit send, you can see it says AI is typing. It says AI is typing. You can, yes, the UI interface is not amazing, but you can see say AI is typing. So while we are waiting for AI to give us response, it's saying AI is typing. And as soon as AI gives us the response, it's off. So it's loading state, and you will learn this thing in React. You will learn it when we talk or when we do React. Okay. So now the last thing I want to do before we go to the next episode is now you can see that our test is not formatted. Look at it now, it's not formatted. So let us go and do something. There is this, I have this uh, import markdown. So React Markdown, let us go and install it. We'll have to install it in our front end, not in our back end. Let's go to our front end. I will stop the server. I'll stop the server. Then I would say npm I is install. Install React Markdown. So this will help us in formatting. This is a package that helps us in formatting. So I say npm. So import your own too. Import your own to npm install your own. So once I install, this error will be off. Is installing. All right. Once as it's installing, I'm going to uncomment this. So I'm no longer going to use the raw one AI is sending. I will put it inside of the markdown like this so that the markdown will format it for us. So it is still installing. It's still installing. Okay, so it's done installing, and you can see that we no longer have the error. Okay, now I am putting it in the markdown. So don't worry, you're going to get this code. So if I go back, I have to start the server again. And once I start the server, you can now see that, okay, so you can now see that if I go to the browser, you will see, okay, it stopped because we stopped the browser. So immediately we are loading. As soon as we refresh the page, our previous chat will load. Because it says loading, it says loading here, it's loading. And once it's loaded, you can see now that this thing it's now formatted. All right. So this is not the, like I said, this is not the best UI interface. Right now, it's not about user interface, not about the interface right now. It is about the functionality. Now we have a page that can talk to AI. We can have a chat, a reasonable chat. We can chat with AI, get response immediately. All right. And we can make the UI look better. But for now, like I said, it is not about the UI. All right. It's not about the UI in this case. So in day 11, we will start building AI inside dashboards that will analyze user spending patterns automatically. So in day 11, all right, our AI will start analyzing our user spending. All right, their spending history to use it to analyze and give them insights and give them advice. So we are going to create a dashboard that AI will be analyzing user spending. So if you're building this project with me, I want you to comment in the comment section, day 10 complete, and like this video, share. All right, like this video, share. And if you have not started the mentorship with me, you're wasting your time. I have a lot to give you. I am proud of it. I'm very confident in what I'm going to give you. All right. Comment in the comment section if you want my mentorship, you want to join my mentorship, drop in the comment section and I would drop your WhatsApp number in the comment section and I would contact you. All right. You're going to be having JavaScript, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, React, Next.js, GitHub, Prisma, MongoDB, Node.js, Express, Socket.io, and OpenAI tutorials. All right. In the mentorship, you're going to have it, and we are going to build 4 AI-powered applications. This fintech is one of them. We'll do e-commerce and escrow system, AI-powered. We'll do real estate, AI-powered. We'll do errand and logistic, AI-powered application too. So at the end of this mentorship, there is no way you cannot get a job. Just tell me, do you think that as I'm teaching this thing now, do you think that I can, if I go to any interview, I will not kill it? I will kill it because I know what I'm doing. I don't even need to talk too much. My portfolio will show them. Okay. So you have to build these portfolios, these portfolio projects, and you will get that job. Okay. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share this series with another developer or your friend. Okay. And I'll see you in the 11.